Here we got an anonymous question. Why is Microsoft changing the way that we organize our teams and chats? Well, this is just very timely, folks. Why are they focusing on fixing something that wasn't really broken?
I mean, let's not get into the one-sidedness of saying something is or is not broken there.
Well, this is like
Microsoft. Allow me to take that one.
Yeah, start it up. Like, explain what it is, because this is brand new and some folks may not be aware yet.
So there's a new experience inside of Teams that allows you to bring your chats and stuff all together, your chats and your channels all together. And I have only done it on the mobile interface. And on the mobile interface, I've got, you probably can't see that, I've got my pinned favorites, I've got my chats, and then underneath my chats, it shows the teams and channels. So it does bring it all together into one place. I have an opinion on this, whether or not I like it, and then I have an opinion as to why we might have done it. I think the remaining people not in Teams are still in another tool called Lazy or something like that, right? Get it? No. And it has a different structure. It isn't teams and channels, right? And I think we're leaning more towards, like, the structure is nice to have, but not necessary. And so by moving towards this interface, we're trying to, and again, this is my personal opinion, not literally on behalf of all of Microsoft, I think we're trying to get you the content that is relevant to you in the moment, rather than making you figure out, well, wait, what channel was that in, and what team was that in, and is that in my hidden list or my not hidden list, and did I pin that? And so I think that the product team is just constantly trying to increase the availability of information to you.
Well, and they moved in the right direction with pinning, and that was a couple of years back, when being able to go in and pin your various channels, because we all do that. Like, we're all members of 50 plus teams, yet the ones that we're actively working on daily might be 5 or 6, and so to be able to go in, pin specific channels, and as well as, and then the conversations that happen around that, the problem is there's a bit of the separation there. I love this edition, because I've been wanting to let me group them the way I want to group them. I go pin them, drag and drop to do different things. I have multiple chats that are relevant with the 2 channels of 2 different projects where I'm having this conversation. Let me build in my navigation, let me bundle those together in that container, so that I know project XYZ that is really sitting across internal marketing plus this customer team, and here's the chats that are happening. Then I've got chats that are going on with these players within it, bundle it all together so it's right there at the top of my navigation, and I can find that easily. Like, that is just closer to the way that people actually work.
Right.
But then there's the complaint of the people that want to be able to go in, well, how do I look at the teams that I'm a member of?
Which is my complaint, right? So I equate this to the conversation view in Outlook. You can toggle it on, you can toggle it off. Sometimes conversation view is helpful. Sometimes it's like, no, I want to see them all broke out as individual messages, because when you start mushing them together, you can't really get, who said what, when as well. So that's my only ask, is leave the ability to easily change and how you work. Because some of us do like that structure, or as teams evolve in projects, sometimes channels are added. And if you don't see the teams view, how would you know there's a new channel you need to pay attention to? So leave it. And there is the ability in the settings to go change it back. But people don't go to the settings. They don't even, my people that I work with, they don't even understand the settings so that you can change your background. They're not going to go in there and 3 clicks in to change the way they view their stuff, because it's not working, or they quickly want to see it a different way and then switch it back. So just leave the button there, and give, or put a toggle that allows you to say, conversation view, or Teams view, whatever that is. Please don't use the same name again for the views that we have for the functionality. I had a very strong opinion when they were asking, and like, just leave it there. Don't take stuff away. That's all I
Yeah.
had.
And the feedback too, and all the calls and what we're talking about too, is that is, for, Sharon and I, and I'm sure Jay, I don't know what, like internally, if they trained you on this stuff is like, as they were prepping the MVPs and giving us insights into that, there was a strong pushback from the MVP community with Shari's perspective. Like, hey, this aspect of it's not broken.
Mhm.
The way that I work with it, like because they, and how they responded to that first half, is they kept saying, it's like, well, it's not going anywhere. Still, you are still able to go and find that. It changed the UI, and so it's. I think people just need to adjust to that, like anything new. I'm in the camp of the changes are more the way that I work, and I'm not a huge Slack user. There's aggravates me a lot of things about Slack. And when I have community things that that are non-Microsoft community things out in Slack, I still get the notifications, but otherwise I try to ignore it. I don't work in it day in, day out. But just as I said earlier, the ability to go in and do this top level of the organization of the things I'm working in daily, that is so much more valuable than the pain created by the scenario you just said. Because for the projects I'm working on, they aren't changing as often.
Right.
But anyway, that's just, I like the changes. I feel like this is an area where I can see Microsoft responding very quickly and putting the Teams button back, and having a way to toggle between the two experiences.
Yeah. So I like the flexibility. Let me clarify.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you have, and I love the fact, give people the way they work, but don't take away. Don't take away. That's all I'm asking. And be able to pin, with what we've been asking for years, is to be able to pin our chats and pin our channels. That could have been the solution, but completely changing the interface and forcing everybody to do that, not giving the admins the ability to say, no, we don't want to do that, is a recipe for adoption failure. People already don't trust. They, if they want them to use the product, quit changing it and forcing them into that change without giving them the why. Yeah. Sorry, mic drop.
I'll take it.